We've all heard the saying, if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be able to take care of anyone else. But with the expectations associated with leadership on top of the long list of responsibilities you're dealing with at home, you've probably realized that taking care of yourself is a lot easier said than done. I hear this again and again from managers and supervisors. It becomes clear that the more leadership you're given, the more people need you. Staff one-on-ones, client concerns, board members, and stakeholders who need your time and focus. The list goes on and on. Leadership is an others-oriented job. And this often comes at a price. When you look behind the surface of some of the most incredible difference makers in history, you'll often find family breakdowns, health issues, depression, and even burnout. So you have to ask yourself the question, is there a way to lay down your life and have a life? Is there a secret to caring for others while not neglecting yourself in the process? The answer is yes, so long as you remember that caring for others and caring for yourselves isn't a problem that you'll ever solve, but instead it's a tension that you need to learn to manage. Remember, taking care of others is not a task you should resent. It's an honor, it's a privilege. It allows you to make a difference in this world, have a feeling of contribution, and get out of your own stresses and worries by focusing on others' needs. But here's the thing, when you over-focus on caring for others to the neglect of caring for yourself, you're guaranteed to become frustrated and resentful, and ultimately you risk burnout. You're unable to help anyone very well. When you learn to carve out time and energy to care for yourself, you become more grounded, peaceful, and present. And ultimately, you have the energy and the attitude needed to serve others well. But if you overdo it, you over-focus on yourself to the neglect of others, you end up having little impact in the world around you. You get lost in your own needs and worries, and your life feels pretty meaningless. Care for self and care for others is a package deal. One can't exist without the other. And the great news is that when you find healthy tension between self and others, you tap into the secret of sustainability. Reflect on the past month. Have you reached out to make a difference in the lives of your clients, team members, friends, and family? At the same time, have you prioritized time to give yourself the care you need to be strong and positive? I bet on reflection, you'll find that you spend more time in one of these quadrants than the other three. Maybe right now, you're not doing a great job of either. You don't feel like you're doing a solid job of helping others, yet at the same time, you're not really giving yourself what you need to thrive. I refer to this quadrant as being neglected and narcissistic. No one wants to be there. Maybe you're doing a solid job of giving yourself what you need. You've got routines and rituals in place that allow for great self-care. But if you're honest, you're not really making a difference in the lives of others the way you're capable of. You're solid, but at the same time, you're somewhat selfish or self-centered. You might be saying the opposite is true. You're all about others all the time, your team, your clients, your family, your friends. There's no shortage of focusing on others. The problem is that this is resulting in low levels of self-care. You're just not giving yourself what you need. I call this quadrant being all in and burn out. And some of you need to give yourself a pat on the back. You're recognizing right now, you're actually managing this tension quite well. Something that's pretty challenging as a leader. You've got a lot of time and energy invested in taking care of others, and you found meaningful and manageable ways to take care of yourself. I call this quadrant being supportive and strong. The great news is it doesn't have to be a 50-50 equation. As a leader, it's very likely that the majority of your time will be weighted towards caring for others. That's okay. What's important is that you carve out just enough time to give yourself what you need to be supportive and strong, to find meaningful and manageable ways to invest in yourself so ultimately you can show up well for others. Remember, finding healthy tension between self and others does not happen by chance. It happens by choice. And as a leader, when you start managing this tension well, you realize there's truth in the words of author Katie Reed, who reminds us self-care means giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you.